So blue light and blue light glasses, is it all a sham? Well, people are concerned about eye strain, visual loss, retinal damages, poor sleep, and even blindness, eye strain, blurred vision, and will they need to wear glasses if you don't wear blue light glasses? These are all the questions I get asked. Blue light has also been implicated in wrinkles, sun damage, and even melasma. Many of you are going to ask about sleep because there's the pineal gland that's fed by the back of the retina, the light that hits it. And the pineal gland produces melatonin. And melatonin says, oh, it's time for bed. And melatonin goes up when we start to see dark, so we don't see much of anything. When you're on the screens, you get that energy of the blue light. You're going to not get the production of melatonin. You're not going to sleep as well. When you don't sleep, you get cognitive distortion. You get memory changes. You're not as fresh the next day. You know all this stuff we talk about on this channel. So in theory, sleep has been one of the big concerns, and the Cochrane review that we're going to go over today addresses this. And this was prompted a little bit because I wear these glasses. Sometimes you see me when I'm making videos and I'm traveling, I wear those glasses, and you guys said, oh, I like them. Are they blue light glasses? Why do you wear them? They're not blue light glasses. I'm going to explain at the end exactly what they are, and I'm going to give you some tips for your eyes. But blue light is very important to discuss because people are spending hundreds of dollars on blue light glasses, and we're all on our videos and Zoom calls working from home, so it's really applicable. And blue light, I use it in lasers in my clinic. It has one of the highest energy levels of our light sources. Now, it comes from the sun, and it comes from computer screens. It comes from, of course, your iPhones, your tablets, even your TV. So if this is true, it could be very damaging. We now have a study, a Cochrane review study, that answers all these questions for us. But listen first to what these people think.
By the light from their screens, too.
I think that using the computer or the cell phone for a long time can do harm. It can have retina detachment by using it for too much time.
Retinal damage and blindness?
I've heard that it's bad for you. So I got my glasses with the blue light lens protecting so that when I look at my computer screen or my cell phone or I'm at work or whatever, that it doesn't damage my eyes.
And how about this little girl?
If you look at screens too much, your brain and eyes can get damaged.
Am I about to be duped?
Okay, let's look at that Cochrane report, see what we can learn. So here's the study. Blue light glasses are usually marketed as being able to filter out the potentially harmful effects of blue light from screens such as eye strain, dry eye, and they did. Look here, they looked at sleep. The interest in blue glasses has been increasing during the, you know what, because obviously everyone's at home. And it's a great study because they looked over 17 clinical trials, 6 different countries, so people's habits are different in different countries, and 619 people. Something else to keep in mind is that almost all of the blue light you're ever going to see in your life comes from the sun. Only about 1/1000th of your exposure, yes, 1/1000th of your exposure will be from your screens, your computers, and your TVs. So it is a small amount. If we look at vision quality, there was really no definitive benefit there. And on top of that, here they mention the blue light lenses usually filter out only 10 to 25% of the blue light anyway. Our findings do not support the prescription of blue light filtering lenses for the general population. Now check this out. When you go into the store, they're going to take blue light lenses. They're going to put blue light through them. You'll see it doesn't stop all the blue light. In fact, many of these lenses only stop about 25% of blue light.
Yeah. The sales pitch sounds and looks convincing.
You see blue light? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Going through here, you don't see the blue light.
So they filled out the blue lights.
So you saw in that clip, blue light still went through those lenses. And let's look at sleep. 3 studies reported a significant improvement in sleep scores. So that was significant with the blue light filtering lenses compared to the non-blue light. So they use placebo, so regular lenses and then ones with blue light filtering. But look at this. The other 3 studies reported no significant difference between the intervention arms. We noted differences in the populations across studies and a lack of quantitative data. So you can see with sleep, there's a few that said yes and a few that said no. I think, keep in mind here, what are you watching at night? What you're watching might affect your sleep more. In other words, are you watching things that are triggering to you? Are you watching meditational, relaxing things, or things that feel good and pleasing? I think that's more important than the blue light, but keep in mind, a lot of these devices, you can turn off the blue light in their software. I think that's worth doing and considering what it does to your melatonin. Okay, so now back to my glasses and things you can do. One of the things, they just feel good. I think what's happening, on your computer, you have a fan that keeps it cool. That produces air. There's also times when you may be near a window or near airflow. Glasses help protect your eyes from airflow that dries them out. Now, don't forget about your omega-3s, particularly krill oil. So you have astaxanthin in there as well, which is a powerful antioxidant. Of course, naturally, you can get it from cold water fish. I like mackerel. I eat a lot of pickled herring. I grew up on that a little bit, but mackerel, sardines, herring are all good choices. Also, the 20-20-20 rule. So when you're on your computer, every 20 minutes, take a 20-second break 20 feet away from your computer. It just gives your eyes a break. Keeping in mind, part of the eye strain comes from the fact that you're not blinking as much when you're in front of a computer. I'm on stage a lot, talking, giving lectures, all those bright lights. And then when you're talking, your adrenaline's going, you don't blink as much. By the end of the day, I can hardly see. And of course, I have dry eye, plus the dry air coming at me, air conditioning units, smoky environments. So I do think glasses can help. Just not the blue glasses. They have not yet been proven. You're now going to want to watch this video all about krill oil and one down here on an inexpensive under eye cream you can make at home.